Yo, what up? It's your boy T-Dubbie Solo, and tonight we're going to talk about paint noise. Now, you're probably asking yourself, why do people use paint noise? Why can't they use white noise or any other type of noise? Well, for starters, paint noise is best suitable for professionals, DJ equipment, studio, such I got here. This is the program I'm going to be using to demonstrate the paint noise, which that's what I was getting it from and putting on my Serato. Now, paint noise, and the reason why I choose paint noise is because of a lot of frequency purpose. You know, doing it on a flat line on the EQ graphic. I'm going to show you an example why did I use this. Then I'm going to explain more. So here's the paint noise I selected. It's got send, saw, rectangle, white noise, and paint noise. Now, you probably asking yourself, what's white noise? Now, white noise, I mean, some people still use it to test it out, but the problem with the white noise is if I turn it on, I'm going to show you the EQ spectrum real quick. So I'm going to turn it on. Now I'm going to show you. From the highest to the lowest. Now, to the lowest, you can see it's kind of lacking off. But if you look from the mids and highs, you can tell it's more stable, but at the very end of it, it's not. So that's a problem when it comes to testing like subwoofer or any other type of speakers. So let me turn this off. And that's the reason why I don't use white noise, because I mean, I'm gonna have to Google it or do some search why people use white noise, but I think paint noise is the best when it comes to suitable professional things. So white noise. Now you notice when I show you the EQ spectrum, from the highest it was stable, but as it goes to the middle and gets low, it kind of lacks off. That's a problem when you're trying to test, you know, low frequencies. You ain't gonna be able to set anything up that you're setting for safety reason when it comes to music making. As an example, like all my other videos, when I was telling you about the clip and limiting situations, paint noise is best suitable. So that's what we're talking about. Now, using paint noise, I'm going to go over here and select paint noise. Now I'm going to turn it on and I'm going to show you why paint noise is best suitable. So here we go. From the high ends all the way to lows. You see how it's way more stable? I know there's a little off there, but that's okay. So, and the reason for that is, since paint noise is best suitable for professional applications for audio use, it's better to use it because then not only you can test it, but for limitings and EQs or whatever settings that's suitable on the safe side, because all frequency is well level and flat, it's more suitable that way than a white noise. Because in white noise, you know, it's okay to use it like they have it in home surround sounds stereo amplifiers that have a white noise. I don't know what kind of noise you use, but I'm just saying, but pink noise is better because it's more stable in all frequencies, especially testing with subwoofers. So that's what this thing has right here. Direct PX got a pink noise, right? It's suitable for once you hook your microphone up and point it at these speakers over here, doing the pink noise test. Of course, it will automatically tune into this room or any type of environment that you will use for when you go out DJing clubbing. But then again, paint noise that I recorded from my studio and I put it in Serato. Not only this time, like I said, to set my inputs up and of course my outputs. If I'm not using this and I'm just curious about setting my volumes up on 4D speakers, what's going to happen is once you set in the pink noise, like I said, start from the source, get your inputs right so it's nice and clean. You don't always have to have it up to 6, but the reason why I would tell you that, because the more power you get to it, you know, the better it sounds. But at the same time, if you give a little bit too much going on, you're going to clip. So just kind of keep it balanced between the 12 and the 6. Now, if you're comfortable for 24, that's fine. But like I said, you're going to be forcing your speakers. But it depends what quality speakers you have. Because like I said, every DJ system is different. So you might not agree with me when you watch this. You might have better equipment I do, or you might have the worst. But I know my shit, so just let me know. But anyway, give it enough, give it enough headroom for this. And once you do the paint noise testing from this thing, and like I said, adjust your dB on your software, your Serato, at the highest setting, which is the safest setting to start, so that way you're not clipping it too soon. Get your paint noise going, give it a nice volume, and I believe you should do the same thing for your mains and your sub output meter as well. Let's just say have it at the same level, or maybe whatnot. I mean, there's two ways to do it. I start off with this in the source, then I go back, hook the speakers up, have the paint noise going through these, and you can set your volume on each speaker until they clip. Back each speaker's down a little bit under the clip. Make sure there's no EQ or nothing implied to it. Keep it flat. Make sure the limiter is off. Make sure the EQ is off. Make sure everything, your mixer is centered and flat. Don't add nothing. Don't take away nothing. Just leave everything in the middle. Low, mid, high. In the middle. Gain in the middle. Master in the middle. Or you can have it 70%. And make sure there's no EQ turned on this. Keep everything flat. Make sure the limiter is off. Do some testing with these next two at a reasonable level. And you can go back and tweak them until they clip, back them down a little bit. And then when you play music, then you can add a little bit of bass, mid tops through here. But my best suggestion is use your EQ on here. It sounds way better. Don't use it too much. Use a little bit on this unit. If you have to use more, like I said, if you got different speakers, because every speaker is different. Normally, high quality speakers don't need that much EQ, but that's up to you. If you want to add more to this, you can. But you got to make sure that you set your limiters right too, doing the paint noise too. So that way, when you add the EQs later, after you do the paint noise testing with the speakers and the meters without the EQ being used, without the limiter being used, then you can go back later and use your EQ and your limiters when you are playing music. Start off with that first and then use this one last. So that way every time you turn it up or you play music through it, you can never go over, because just as long as these limiters take over doing the testing, now when you play music, you ain't never got to hurt them, because they will take over the clip. That's what I like about the limiter. That's the reason why they put it there, to take over the clip, whether it's power speakers or amplifiers along with it that's set up that way. So that's the reason why. So just watch my other videos on how to demonstrate the relationship between clipping and limiting. You will see. I don't know if you watched it yet, but it will show you a better example of why I use paint noise or play music through it and setting it up right. So that's why we use paint noise, because paint noise is best suitable for applications such as this. Heck, I can even use a drive rack from my studio and tune to this room and do music on there. That's how JBL's does, except theirs got a built-in paint noise generator within the software that came with the studio. The Behringers don't, so I can use that and tune it myself, which I had not yet done that yet, because I was so used to making music without the thing. But suitable for everything. So this is why people use paint noise, because it's best suitable. I mean, I'm quite sure people will give you a better information about paint noise than me, but that's just how I use it, and that's the best way I can explain it. So I never have any problems setting these speakers up, doing the paint noise. I know it sucks that you have to listen to it, hear it, but it's best to do it when you first set your equipment up. Get your paint noise going. Make sure there's no EQ or nothing add to it, especially on the back of these speakers, because I know some speakers got an EQ built on the back of it. Make sure they flat, and just do it all flat and go back and add a little bit of EQ later. And don't be afraid, because like I said, once you do a test on the paint noise, add your limiter on it. Make sure you back down from the clip from these. That's the paint noise coming out of these speakers. Back all four of them down a little bit. set your limiters up on these things, your main and your outs, and then play some music, add some EQ, you know, whatever later, and then you're safe. So just watch my other video, you'll get it. If you don't get it, let me know. I will make a video again, so be a lot more easier, because I make this video too long and I know it's complicated. But if you got any questions, let me know. I'm gonna do it as I got the stuff power up, so that way things will be a lot understandable and better of what I'm saying when it comes to using paint noise. So alright, I'm just gonna stop there. So you know what to do. I'll let you later.